You're watching ESPN West Palm High School Game Day. Go Crusaders!
Woo! Those outfits.
Those
like
them. That's the homecoming court.
That's the homecoming court.
Shout out to the Cardinal Newman homecoming court. And, of course, welcome into week 9 of high school game day on the Sports Zone. I'm Theo Dorsey. That's Tyree Smith from ESPN 106.3. And, Tyree, I got to let you know, that game of the week, it lived up to the hype, baby.
Oh, I'm sure. You're right. Cardinal Newman, well, they beat Benjamin twice last year, both in the regular season and playoffs. And the Bucks, well, they have revenge on their minds tonight with the district crown on the line, right?
Yeah, there was also, like you saw, homecoming as Cardinal Newman looked to win its 3rd straight in this series against Benjamin. Let's go to the first quarter. Jaden Vega going to go deep to 6'5" Amari Williams. But safety Zanai Scott said, "You ain't standing on business."
Zanai has been picking everything.
Baby. The Crusaders led 10-zip going into the half, but then there goes Phoenix Donahue. I got that wrong, but Phoenix is a great running back, and he got it to 10-7. And then here it goes again. Amari Williams getting his payback in the second half. That gave Benjamin a late lead, Tyree. So now the Bucks are up 4 in the second half. And Newman trying to drive and get it back. Luke Warnock's rolling out, looking for something. Finds the 5-star defensive end, Amari Williams. He was everywhere tonight. He gets the sack, and sadly, Luke Warnock leaves with a knee injury. Enter the sophomore, Jiren Hughley. He's going to buy some time. Tyree, you think the moment too big for him?
Not at all.
Not at all. He finds his guy, Redmond, who finds the end zone. That's the game-winning touchdown. Newman wins the district title. They win the rivalry game, and he's got something to say about it. Yeah, he says he's like that. I believe him. Newman wins 17-14. They got Palm Beach Central next week.
That's like me supporting you. He's him. It was also homecoming night here as Palm Beach Gardens hosted #1 ranked Palm Beach Central. This is the first drive of the second half, Theo, for Gardens, and they're down 4. No Moo Davis, no more, they're down. They go up with this touchdown. Second one of the game for Gardens, and that is what you're seeing, folks, the entire game. This rivalry usually sees Central on top, but Gardens with the upset of the night, they win it 23-14. They snap Central's 13-game regular season streak. That's dating back to September 16th of last season. What a win for Palm Beach Gardens.
Huge win. Bobby Riggs Stadium, Jupiter at Forest Hill, and Warriors quarterback Luke Douglas sporting 23 to support his injured brother Preston, who's out for the season. First possession, Josh Hurst with the huge hit on Douglas, knocks his cap off.
Josh Hurst makes a lot of plays on defense.
Well, watch this play by Luke Douglas. He's going to make him pay for it. Dialing one up to Rylan Dooley, who walks on into the end zone for the Warriors. Later in the first, more from Douglas. He entered the night with 20 total touchdowns. He piled onto that total tonight as Jupiter, well, they win big, 36-6. Call your cousin, call your auntie, let them know that the Jupiter Warriors are 7-1.
I'm going to call my grandma, let her know.
Let her know. They got a date with Palm Beach Gardens next week for the district.
Let's talk about this. At Delray Beach, head coach Jamel Murray looking to lead the 4th-ranked Eagles to a district title. His first year, a tight game with less than 2 minutes to go. And Mr. Lincoln Graff, well, he's going to go to the sky and hooks up with O'Neal Scherer. 60-yard strike to the house. You can't catch them, and you're not going to catch the Eagles at all in this game. Atlantic, they never look back. They win this 28-7. They're headed to the postseason yet again. This is the 10th straight years that they have made it to the postseason. That's an accomplishment for Atlantic Eagles.
The decade of winning. Jupiter Christian winners of 5 in a row, taking on Somerset Canyons winners of 3 in a row. Let me show you something, Tyree.
Show me something.
Harrington to Joshua Hibbert for a beauty of a bomb. Oh, come on. And he's gone. End zone. Tyree, that's a special play, right?
Okay, all right, let's talk about it.
But wait, there's more. Look at this bomb right here down the sideline. Tyree.
Wait a minute. Isn't that the same play?
No. It's just a little deja vu. It's going back to the well. It's a repeat, a little something because it worked before. Somerset Canyons wins this one big, 48-7. Oh, they're marching on to more victories out there in Boynton Beach.
Somerset, sneaky good this season. We had an offensive showcase in this one as Palm Beach Lakes hosted Wellington. 2 teams under 500 entering tonight, wanted to add to that win column. Check this out, Theo. Palm Beach Lakes is in their first season under head coach Tamarian Moreland. They only scored 30 points total all last season. They doubled that in one night.
Wow.
The Rams were cooking up some L's.
Oh, my
A
goodness.
60-burger combo to get the dub over Wellington. And Lakes, they avenged last year's 35-0 loss to Welly. They now improved to 4-4.
Lakes on top, baby.
Lakes on top.
Last year, Martin County upset Vero Beach. Could they do it again tonight? Well, the Fighting Indians, they wouldn't let that happen. The Indians, they jump out to a 14-0 first quarter lead. That would actually be all they would need. They're going to win this one 28-3. That's 4 straight for Coach Jay's squad. Vero has outscored their opponents 157-9 during this win streak. The district title on the line for the annual battle with Treasure Coast coming up.
I can't wait to see what they're betting on that game, Vero versus Treasure Coast.
Come on.
Gonna be a good one. Showdown 44 in Fort Pierce. Fort Pierce Westwood and Fort Pierce Central looking to keep their trophy at their school. And the Cobras have won it the last 2 series by a point. But tonight, it would come up and against a different whistle. Braylon Vincent finds the end zone. And that's going to be for Coquel and the Panthers. Bringing home the trophy. They win this 20-17. Westwood is now 4-1 on the year when they play at Longwood Stadium. Don't play them at Longwood, folks.
And don't mess with the wood. One of the stars of the night is also making an impact off the field, Tyree. We'll find out more about that after the break. You know, some people are good football players. Others are just good dudes. And I'm here to tell you, Cardinal Newman's Ricky Knight III, he's a little bit of both. Take a look at this story. Shutdown cornerback.
He's competitive. He wants to win.
And elite playmaker.
He's driven. He has a purpose.
Ricky Knight III is the last guy an opponent wants to see.
He trash talks. Like, he wants you to know, like, he's not afraid to line up.
But when the helmets come off, just take it from his mother.
By nature, he's sort of like a big kid.
Which explains why he's so good at his day job.
Out there helping kids learn how to swim.
Leticia, Ricky's mom, teaches preschool, where Ricky has worked as a lifeguard.
Children loved him. They'd always be like, Miss Leticia, where's Ricky? Or when's Ricky's coming back? Ricky wasn't here today.
That includes one former student
She'll run up, Ricky, like she's always running, she's jumping.
who saw Ricky for the first time in more than a year.
And he got out of the car and she literally went running to him. He picked her up, he gave her a hug, and she asked if they could get a picture together.
Lexi, like other students, don't know Ricky, the top 63 stud. The Florida State commit that has college coaches landing choppers at Cardinal Newman just to recruit his services.
They don't care about what I do outside of being a lifeguard, basically. Like, we're just genuine friends.
And it wasn't always that way.
First, she was a little, like, timid to interact, but then once we got to know each other more, we became close friends.
Leticia thinks Ricky can be a great teacher when he hangs the cleats up, but for now, she's just as proud of him making plays for the Crusaders as she is of the impact he has with kids.
Ricky's making a difference outside of the football field, and the children they love him.
In West Palm Beach, Theo Dorsey for ESPN 106.3. Well, it was homecoming night in Lake Worth. The band putting on a show. John I. Leonard making it a game, though, late in the third quarter of this one. And in the fourth, the sophomore Kane Pierce, he hits the hole, and, well, he's going to call game. Check it out right here, Tyree. You've done this before, huh?
I've done that a few times.
Right, in Madden maybe. And then here he goes right here, just saying hello to you in your living room. Little bow at the end. The Trojans defense ends it late. Lake Worth wins 21-6. They've now matched their win total from a year ago, and they've got more games to go.
I'm glad you brushed over that little jab you took at me. Boca won a district title last week. And tonight's senior night against one of the top teams in the state, Cardinal Gibbons. Bobcats hung around in this one early, only trailing by a field goal at half. But a pair of goal line fumbles would ultimately cost the Bobcats. They fall to Cardinal Gibbons 31-19. Boca drops to 5-3 on the year, just their third home loss in the last 2 years.
Now we have just 2 weeks of the regular season remaining. That means playoff spots starting to be wrapped up. 3 of them already in the bag. Atlantic punched their ticket tonight. Boca got the job done last week in Jensen Beach, making it happen on Monday night. Next week, more district titles will be on the line. Vero Beach versus Treasure Coast, Jupiter versus Palm Beach Gardens, and Somerset Canyons versus St. Andrews. They'll all go down as the state, or not state, the district title game. The district title. Let's not get carried away.
Let's not do that. But someone's going to win a state title this year.
Oh, it's a bold